Hello, Unbrick Me here with a look at the top 10 most expensive LEGO Technic sets of all time. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. At number 10, we have the LEGO Technic 6x6 Volvo Articulated Hauler, set number 42114. This set retailed for $250, and this set is absolutely legendary, simply because it was the first one ever to introduce a fully remotely controlled speed transmission gearbox. I have been waiting for a fully motorized, remotely controlled speed transmission gearbox for a very long time in LEGO Technic, and I finally got my dream realized in the 6x6 Volvo Articulated Hauler. Personally, I consider this LEGO Technic set to be probably the best one only after the 8043 set, and the only reason I even prefer the 8043 motorized excavator is because I have tons of nostalgia for it. So if we take away the nostalgia factor, then the 42114 is the best Technic set of all time. And if you want to try something more expensive from the LEGO Technic side, from $250, then I highly recommend getting the 6x6 Volvo Articulated Hauler, and you can find it for like $200 on Bricklink, so you can save $50 that way. I just want to say, if you're enjoying this video so far, then make sure to click that subscribe button to learn all about LEGO Technic. At number 9, we have the LEGO Technic Volvo L350F wheel loader set number 42030. This set also cost $250, and this is a really cool wheel loader, although it did not come with any interesting mechanisms. Basically, it just had one motor controlling one function, which is extremely basic. It does not include a gearbox or really anything like that. It did come with the power function system, and what I like about this set in particular is that we got all four kinds of the power functions motors. We got one extra large motor, we got one large motor, one medium motor, and one servo motor. That's all four power functions motors in one set, which is really incredible. And now let's talk about the number 8 set. Next up, we have the LEGO Technic 4x4 Extreme Off-Roader set number 42099. This set retailed for $250, and it came with only 958 pieces. Let's compare that to the 6x6 Volvo Articulated Hauler, which cost the exact same price. It came with 3 motors, it came with a Control Plus hub, so you also got 3 motors in the Off-Roader set, but you did get 2,193 pieces in the Volvo Articulated Hauler. So the Extreme Off-Roader is clearly overpriced. But it does have some unique qualities, which I do appreciate about this set. For one, the planetary hubs. These planetary hubs can give you a gear ratio of about 1 to 5.5. And if I can figure out to somehow put a ring gear on top of these planetary hubs, then I can make an automatic transmission in LEGO Technic. So an automatic transmission that uses the clutch packs along with the planetary gear sets is definitely possible in LEGO Technic, but we still need that ring gear with the gear teeth on the outside. This set was also the first one ever to introduce the powered up system in LEGO Technic, which is pretty cool. At number 7, we have the LEGO Technic Bucket Wheel Excavator set number 42055, which originally retailed for $280. So this set was definitely pricey, but it did come with almost 4,000 pieces. This set is just massive, and I really like this set a lot, because it had plenty of functionality, a multi-directional gearbox. It had everything I like about LEGO Technic sets. It had the authenticity, the functionality, the challenging building. This set was just really incredible in my opinion. Next up, we have an overpriced LEGO Technic set, which is the 6x6 all-terrain tow truck set number 42070. It retailed for $290, and yet it came with only 1,862 pieces. In my opinion, this set should not have been any more than $200, and a lot of fans didn't like this set specifically because the back was open. You couldn't really store anything inside of the truck itself, and it actually came without a servo motor in power function, so you did not have return to center steering, unfortunately, but it did come with a manual gearbox, so you could manually switch all the different functions and engage the remotely controlled motors into the different functions. This is not a remotely controlled gearbox, you still had to change the functions manually, but it's still something that I appreciated about this set. At number 5, we have the LEGO Technic Rough Terrain Crane set number 42082, which retailed for $300. That is pretty insane, but it did come with 4,057 pieces. This set did come with a battery box, one large power functions motor, and a multi-directional gearbox. Personally, when I got this set back in 2018, I really didn't like it, simply because it did not introduce any new functionalities or LEGO Technic pieces or new building techniques. For example, in the 2015 Mercedes-Benz R-Rock set, we did get the Pneumatics 2.0 system for the first time ever, and with the crawler crane of 2015, we did get the multi-directional gearbox for the first time in LEGO Technic. With the 2016 Claas Xeron tractor, we did get the 3 modes of steering for the first time in LEGO Technic set: crab steering, normal steering, and dual axle steering. So the front pair of wheels would steer and the back pair of wheels would steer synchronously. The bucket wheel excavator also introduced this brand new building technique for large superstructure sets, using these sort of ring gear-like pieces. Although they did not have the teeth on the outside, they only have teeth on the inner portion of the ring gear. But what about the rough terrain crane? Well, it did not introduce like anything brand new, so it's essentially, functions that we previously have seen in LEGO Technic sets, and on top of that, it did not come with any suspension of any kind, which really upset me at the time. But now let's talk about number 4. At number 4, we have the LEGO Technic Porsche set number 42056. It retailed for $300 and it came with 2,704 pieces. This set was the first one ever of the supercar series, and this set is something that I really appreciate a lot. It just looks beautiful, and I love the way the front section of the car is detailed. I love the way the headlights are shaped. I love every little detail about this car, and I do love the 4-speed sequential transmission gearbox. Everything about this set is just super awesome in my opinion, but it is a little bit overpriced. It did retail for $300 and it came with 2,704 pieces, but for the same price in the rough terrain crane, you could get over 4,000 pieces. So you did get a better deal in the rough terrain crane in terms of price per piece. At number 3, we have the LEGO Technic Bugatti Chiron set number 42083. It retailed for $350 and it came with 3,599 pieces. This was a successor to the Porsche of 2016, and it did come with an 8-speed transmission gearbox, but unfortunately it did have the sagging suspension problem, so the suspension wasn't really efficiently designed. But what I do like about this Bugatti Chiron is that it was actually turned into a build for real project, so a 1-to-1 scale of the real Bugatti Chiron was built into LEGO Technic. Wow, like that is just incredible. I really hope that they continue that trend and sort of make a 1-to-1 scale of the Lamborghini Scion FKP 374115 as an example. And speaking of the Lamborghini, let's talk about number 2. Here we have the LEGO Technic Lamborghini Scion, which retailed for $380. So that is a $30 price increase over the Bugatti Chiron, but it did come with almost 100 more pieces than the Bugatti Chiron. This set pretty much took everything that the Bugatti had and really refined it and perfected it. The suspension was really brilliantly designed on the Lamborghini Scion, and you did have these amazing openable scissor doors, which in my opinion is just incredible. The most expensive LEGO Technic set of all time is the LEGO Technic 42100 Excavator, which retailed for $450. That is an insane price, and it came with 4,108 pieces. So that's about the same number of pieces as in the rough terrain crane, but it does cost $150 more. But the main appeal of this LEGO Technic set is that it actually came with 2 Control Plus hubs as well as 7 motors. That's a lot of motors. But the thing is that it had just one motor controlling one function. That is incredibly basic, and for the price of $450, I would expect there to be a gearbox of some kind. This is why I really hope that in the upcoming Bulldozer set for $450 in the summer wave of LEGO Technic 2021, we're gonna get a dual differential tank drive. That is gonna be legendary, but this set really doesn't have any unique mechanisms. The only thing that it really introduced that's kind of interesting are these longer linear actuators, but besides that, this set really isn't that interesting. This is why if I had to choose between either the 42100 or the 6x6 Volvo articulated hauler, then I would choose the articulated hauler, because that set, although it does come with less motors, it does contain a fully motorized speed transmission gearbox, and that speed transmission gearbox also serves as a little bit of a function switching gearbox because you can engage the main driving motor either into one of the 3 speeds, or you can engage the main driving motor into the dumping function of the Volvo articulated hauler. So in my opinion, even though the set is smaller, it comes with less pieces, it comes with less electronics, and it comes with almost half the number of pieces. The 6x6 articulated hauler is a much better set than the 42100 Excavator. I cannot stress that enough. If you want to learn more about the LEGO Technic Summer 2021 sets, then click on the video right over here. This is your Unbrick Me here, and I'll see you in the next one.